Dennis Rodman has been referred to as a lunatic, a troublemaker, an instigator, a rebel, a cross-dresser, a misfit, an eccentric, a weirdo, and an outright nutcase. Even though we have referred to him as the best defensive specialist and the master rebounder, that is still insufficient. No matter what else he is, whether he has red or gold hair, wears a suit or a dress, or is out with Madonna or Cindy Crawford, Dennis Rodman is a tremendous basketball player. The Chicago Bulls were pushed further than anyone anticipated by the Seattle Supersonics, but it wasn't Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen who led the team to a title. It was Rodman, the Worm, with nearly 8 million people poised to jump off the cliff at once. Sure, Pippen had 17 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals in game to show he was back in all-star shape. The record will reflect that Jordan won the NBA Finals Amphi Award for the 4th time, likely as a result of his team. Best 22 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and his leadership throughout the whole season. However, the tale of the Bulls' 4th title in 6 years isn't about Chicago's Dream Team poster boys. Rodman, the player Jerry Krause, the general manager traded for before the season, is the narrative, the whole story, and nothing but the story. With 19 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, incredible energy for a 35-year-old, a block shot, and no turnovers in 38 minutes, he completely destroyed the Seattle Supersonics in Game 6. No mistakes. Rodman was the only one without a turnover out of the 14 players that played meaningful minutes. "You can call me a lot of things, but the one thing I am is a fighter and a competitor," he remarked. Boy, was it clear in the final 15 minutes when Jordan had the worst big-game shooting performance anyone could recall, 5 for 18, and when the valiant one-legged Ron Harper needed help from anyone. Rodman scored by grabbing a missed shot with the Bulls up by 10 points. But the game still close. He then received a great feed from Pippen, scored while Shawn Kemp was retaining possession of him, and finished the three-point play for a score of 62-47. Rodman transitioned from being a rebounder and a scorer to a setup man as he sent a picture-perfect ball to Jordan for the reverse layup that increased the score to 64-47. Chicago saw spurts from everyone. Jordan very early on the boards and at the foul line. Pippen early with drives to the basket after an absence. Harper early on defense and late on three-pointers. Tony Kukoc and Steve Kerr early in the fourth quarter with three-point daggers every time Seattle tried to put together a brief run. Although Rodman was present the entire time, every minute controlling or contesting every rebound and loose ball, Kemp was eventually disqualified with 4:39 remaining after accruing too many fouls. Rodman would get the rebound after a Jordan miss. When Pippen missed, Rodman would rebound. When Harper, Kerr, and Kukoc missed, Rodman would do the same. Rodman would rebound if Seattle missed. He could only shoot 39.7% and win an NBA championship in this manner. Seattle coach George Karl. Dennis Rodman won them 2 ball games in this series. Game 2 and tonight, he was the reason they were successful. We controlled Michael Jordan for the most part in the series. We put him on the foul line a lot, but without that he had a pretty mediocre game. Bulls coach Phil Jackson. It seems like we always got the ball back. Control of the ball was the factor in this game. Luke Longley. I thought Dennis did everything to win the MVP. He was sensational. Without him, there's no doubt we wouldn't have won tonight. The 32-year-old journeyman who couldn't play in games 4 or 5 due to a knee injury that would require surgery soon was there with Rodman as a co-star. The 24,544 spectators at United Center gave Harper a startlingly loud standing ovation when his name was called, giving them a flashback to the time when earplugs were required at the old Chicago Stadium. It is true that Gary Payton, Harper's man, shot 70% from the floor, but he only had 10 shots. Went to the line once and grabbed 4 rebounds, and 5 mistakes, many of which Harper's in-your-face defense caused. Jordan referred to Payton's moniker as a glove, adding that Harper may not be a glove, but he's a mitt. He fought through pain today to help bring us a championship. Jordan struggled through his own grief last but not least. Thoughts of trying to win a title on Father's Day without his late father, James, in attendance consumed him all day. "It was probably the hardest time for me to play the game of basketball," stated Jordan. "I had a lot of things on my heart and mind." Jordan came to the conclusion that his father was watching from above, observing Rodman recover the ball, Pippen handle it, Kerr shoot, and Harper defend, and observing his son's infectious enthusiasm spread as players who were discarded from other teams learned how to win championships. They learned that from his son, and the only appropriate compensation for that lesson is a world title. Michael Jordan was the NBA Finals MVP with 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. However, his little-known secret is that he couldn't have won a fourth NBA championship without Dennis Rodman. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. What's your favorite memory from the 1996 NBA Finals? Thanks for joining us today. Be sure to subscribe for more captivating basketball stories from the past. Until next time,